Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, finally back after a much needed break. We can get into that at a later time, but today I'm here to get into Wisdom Wednesday so that you can go ahead and get your day started and enjoy your day. All right. So today I come to you with a quote. All right. And before I even get deeper into that, there's this motivation app. If you do not have it, please, please, please download it. I get daily quotes. Scratch that. I get hourly quotes that come directly to my phone. So while I'm working, it's just quote after quote after quote, right? But the quote from the motivation app today that kind of inspired this direction that I'm going in today is sometimes you have to lose something to gain something better. A door has to shut before a new door can open. A lot of times we don't understand that we have to lose in order to win. So, 3 things that you can definitely do in order to help make sure that you're winning throughout the day. First, you want to take a second to identify what is going on or what is wrong. A lot of times we don't understand that sometimes there's something that's just going on that we can change. And also, too, sometimes there is something that is drastically wrong and we can't notice it in the moment. Going back to Michael Jackson's song Man in the Mirror, sometimes we stand too close and don't realize that we may need to take a step back and kind of address everything that's going on. But us being human, again, another Michael Jackson song, it's just human nature, right? We are not taught to look for the problems. We're only taught to look for the solutions. So what can we do with that? Well, one of the biggest things that we can do is definitely taking some time to write some things down. Okay. If we can write it out, we can talk it out. You see my whiteboard behind me. It's filled with stuff because sometimes I just need to write it out. It may not be pretty. It may not be in my best handwriting, but it's the thoughts and the things that are happening to me in the moment. And then I can reflect on that later. All right. So once I identify what is happening or what's going on, what's going wrong, anything of that sorts of nature, then I can get back to rekindling my why. Why am I at this job? Why am I doing all the amazing things that I'm doing? Why am I recording this podcast? Why am I picking up another job? Why am I chasing my dreams? Why? One of the biggest things I used to do in the classroom that drove my students crazy was constantly asking why. So they would be, giving me some information. And at the end of their statement, I was like, well, why? And they'll go to explain. And after explanation, I was like, but why is that? And it would just be this never ending rows of why. And they're just so frustrated. They're like, yo, I've given you all the answers that I could. But I was like, if you really went back to your original why, you could have stood firm on it. Give facts, right? If I know that in my business that I'm trying to start, that it's not starting, I'm not getting the promotions aren't working on Facebook, this isn't happening, I'm not getting sales, I'm not doing this, I'm not getting that, then now I need to see what's going on or what's going wrong. Go ahead, rekindle my why. Why did I start this business? Why is it so important to me? Why am I passionate about it? And that way, you can do the third step, which is developing your game plan. All right. Never will you ever see a coach go into a game without having a game plan. It doesn't make sense. If I decide that I want to go up against LeBron James, okay, first of all, height difference, but that shouldn't matter. In a world of equality, that should no longer matter. But in my world, it does. So I decided that I want to go up against LeBron James. I first need to see what's going on, right? Because 1, he's a professional basketball player. 2, I haven't played basketball in any sorts of way besides, just shooting a few hoops here and there since middle school. Okay, let's backtrack to there. He's been playing for my entire life, it feels like. Um, 3, the athletic capability. Yes, I have been running and walking and being active, but I have not been training for a sport such as basketball. All right. He hits the gym, he lifts weights, he does all these amazing things. I walk, run, cut grass, and be on my feet all day chasing kids. I don't think we are on the same caliber yet. Right. And I mean, the list could go on and on and on. But now I'm identifying what's going on and what's definitely wrong. But I want to rekindle my why, right? I want to put on the world's greatest show to show them that a girl who is of my stature and able to, conquer and defeat all can do anything that they put their mind to. All right. So I start developing my plan. I may have to reach out to a few greats, right? I'm definitely calling Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal. Gotta go to the WNBA as well. Caitlin, yes. Asia Wilson, Don Stanley. Like, I'm calling everybody I can. I want pointers. I need tips. And I'm also going to call my old basketball coach from middle school because we were undefeated in middle school. So why wouldn't I consult her as well? Once I get my game plan going, then I can put it into action, right? So constantly in that moment, I'm going to still be assessing what's going on, what's going wrong, right, wrong, glows and grows. And I will still be rekindling why I'm doing this, to make a name for myself, to put a stamp into the world, to put my footprint in the moon, right? And then developing that plan as I go. You ever see the coaches out there with those whiteboards and they're just ready to go and they're just like, all right, yeah, we're going to go here, here. That's exactly what you have to do every single day of your life, right? No matter what is going on, you have to constantly be doing these 3 steps. It will become automatic. You won't even notice that you're doing it anymore. So here is what you're going to do. You can start today. As soon as you are still not driving, please be safe, all right? And you are able to just take a second and sit down and really focus on you, right? And sometimes you won't be able to, so you have to still these moments. So you want to write down your feelings and what is happening in the moment. So if I was playing basketball, just using that again, shout out to the Olympic team. You're doing amazing. And I call a timeout, right? Right now, I'm tired. I'm drained. I feel down. I feel defeated. I don't think I can do this. But what's happening in the morning, that in a one-on-one game of basketball, LeBron James is beating me 20-0. And we're just 10 seconds in, right? That can feel a little bit discouraging, okay? So I will need to review what I wrote down. Typically for a lot of people, it will be later that day or later in the week. But because I'm in a basketball game, I don't really have later. I only have right now. Okay. So sometimes the review has to happen a little bit quicker. So this is where the coach will come in. This is where a best friend may come in. Your spiritual or your counselor advisor, your spiritual advisor or your counselor can be a vital asset to this as well. This is where that one person that you trust in your life, because it may not be a best friend. It may be a parent. It may be a shrink. It may be a medium. It may be whoever it is for you. Okay. Everybody is different and no judgment for me. Who am I to judge? All right. That's the person you kind of go to, because sometimes outside looking in, they help out 10 times more. All right. And then come up with that game plan to modify whatever you're doing, and then repeat the process as needed. It's going to be a repetition and just keep going and going. So you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay knowing that this is not set in stone. I don't know how many people sell business models, not realizing that every day the different industries of business is constantly changing. There's AI, okay? I'm pretty sure I probably could have made this video out of AI and never showed my face. But one thing that makes me who I am is that I like to show that I'm real. I like to show that everything that I do still have you in mind. It still has me in mind. That's my why. Now I need to see what's going wrong. Is that maybe not a lot of people are reaching my content because it's not AI created. So what can I do? Change my game plan, right? have AI write some stuff with me, help them elevate my language and to just do all kinds of things. And then modify my game plan as I go because maybe that's not working. And then maybe, the postings and the promotings aren't working. There's always something that you can change. But the biggest thing is you have to be acceptable to that change. All right. Well, you guys, I look forward to hearing the success stories on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And yes, you can catch me on all three now. And this is actually the first little short that's going on YouTube. Hopefully, the videos will become longer from here. All right. And Instagram as well as Facebook, those platforms has always been open and available to you all. As you guys know, my name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning, and I will talk with you on Friday morning.